waking up to a new disaster. Good morning, good morning. Here we are. It is 7:08 in the morning. And it is time for some Rise with Reddit. This is where I doom scroll for the masses. Alright. Oh, this one looks fun. Where am I the a-hole for refusing to pay more rent after getting a raise my roommate found out about? I could already just basically say, no, you are not the a-hole. But, okay. I, 28 female, had a huge promotion at work recently. Congratulations. I was excited about promotion but chose to keep it to myself because I tend to be private about money. Very smart. I have been living with my roommate, 29 female, for over 3 years. We pay 50-50 for the apartment, but she earns far less than I do at her nonprofit job. Last week, I accidentally left my laptop open and she saw my bank account and my new balance. She confronted me immediately. She was upset that I did not tell her about promotion. Now Mount wants me to pay 80% of the rent because I earn so much more than her. I told her that I do not. We agreed on a 50-50 split when we started living together. I do not think my salary of the 50-50 agreement. I have also student loan payments that she does not. She brought it up again yesterday saying it's the right thing to do and I'm being selfish. I reminded her that I also buy the vast majority of the groceries and pay most of our utility bills without problems. I don't think my financial success now obligates me to subsidize her housing. Boom. That's the sentence. She is entitled as F. That is crazy that she thinks that you should pay more because of that. It's crazy. She chose her career path. Exactly. With the understanding of the salary limitations. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to pay more rent now that I got a raise in my career? Look, honey. Your success does not mean that you have to be helping out your roommate. Yeah, your roommates are not spouses. If she gets 50% of the apartment, then she gets 50% of the costs of that apartment. Exactly. If she can't afford the rent, then that is her problem to fix, not her roommate's. She sounds emotionally immature, expecting other people to make up for her deficiencies to give her a more comfortable life. 100%. This person is on point. If the roles were reversed, what would your expectations be for her and her money? Reversing the roles can help you be fair to both you and her. Also, caving into toxic immaturity does not help. It enables people to be more immature and delays their healthy natural growth. If she refuses to grow up, you might need to find a new roommate or a new living situation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. OP gets exclusive use of 88% of the home then. Exactly. I really don't like when people are crazy like that. Don't touch those. They're my emotional support Chrome tabs, ESL27. Oh my goodness, if you saw my computer, that is 100% true. 6 luxuries in life. Time, health, a quiet mind, slow mornings, meaningful work, a house full of love. That's awesome. I like that. That's an old one. Goodness gracious. I bet you shower naked, you slut. I was playing a game I couldn't pause, and my mom walked into the room and wanted me to try the ribs she made. And I said, okay, in a sec. And she went, it's okay, I can feed you. And she's feeding me ribs while I'm fighting for my life. Here's an artistic rendition. What a great... That is hilarious. I want someone to feed me ribs while I play video games. That sounds awesome. So this little boy who sat next to our table told us his birthday was the day after mine. Why not share the love? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so sweet. Guess what I just realized? Black and tan, crime of fashion, Sean and the real girl. Oh my goodness, it is the same guy.
A Malaysian setting. This is called a spoon, and it is vastly superior than a fork when it comes to eating rice. Simply scoop the rice as such and gracefully shove it in your mouth. Don't be shy. Colonize the rice, if you will. Scoop every last grain, and in it goes. Now, if you're ready to level up, you may progress to using your hands. Of course, to a certain British types, eating with one's hands is considered unhygienic. Some might even say beastly. And to that, I say, mak goi jau. Simply gather the rice with all 5 fingers, using 4 fingers as a base, and with your thumb, gently guide the rice into your mouth. And remember, never ever use a fork when eating rice. It is positively befuddling. Even the rice is confused.
Oh, maybe I'm just waking up, but that was awesome. I'm just, alright, I'm just waking up. I'm not alive yet. I'm not alive. Give me a second. I'm gonna have my caffeine water now. Oh, alright. What the actual F is wrong with people these days? Alright, I love it. Let's hear this. Let's hear it! So I live in a sober living facility where we each have our own apartment. Nice. All we're asked to do is attend a 30-minute morning group at 8 a.m., Zoom IOP from 12:30 to 3:30 on Tuesday through Thursday, and Psych Ed from 9 to 11 on Monday and Friday. Weekends are free, plus 3 AA or NA meetings a week. That's it. Not exactly boot camp. Especially when they're helping us get clean and off the streets. Like literally saving lives. Anyways, a new couple moved in yesterday. They'd been living in a one-person tent with twin air-sized mattresses, two full-grown adults in the middle of summer. Oh my gosh. Sweating their tushies off. Their ride bailed, so our peer support went out to get them. This morning, he had to wake them up just to make the 8 a.m. group. Again, it's 30 minutes. When it came time for our daily gratitude circle, the girl goes, "My name is Amber, and I am not an addict, so I don't even know why the F I'm here. This meeting is stupid as hell. I'm grateful for a lot of things, but this ain't one of them." I swear to God, I thought it was nighttime with all the crickets I heard chirping. Everybody just kind of sat there, open-mouthed and in total disbelief. Like, girl, if you're not an addict, why are you in our free sober housing? They plucked you out of a sweatbox tent and gave you air conditioner and a real mattress, and your reaction is this is stupid as hell? I mean, did you think that you were coming to a 5-star suite? Free housing, fluff pillows, and chocolate drops. I was floored, just absolutely baffled by the audacity. Some people act like the world owes them a Hilton suite and a therapist with snacks. Entitled ass B. I'd say so. Anyways, thanks for reading my morning rant. Means a lot. LOL. Yeah, she's gonna get the boot. Agreed. Some people just aren't ready to surrender. Hopefully that defensiveness will abate and she can heal. I gotta agree with that. This sounds like someone who is still deep in addiction. From what I gather, she's really not an addict. I don't think she's ever even done drugs. Her husband's an alcoholic and they came together, so I think she's just here for him. Which is really weird because that's usually not allowed. I don't even see how her insurance is covering it if she's not an addict or alcoholic. I just couldn't believe that she wasn't a little more grateful. She's lucky to be here. Yeah, that's just such a weird thing to do. I don't understand people. Found this knife in a new rug I got when I unrolled it. It's kind of a cool looking knife, actually. Yeah, that's my exact thought. I think that was left there, but it's probably what they use. I wonder how sharp it is. If they use that to cut a rug, that's going to be a sharp freaking knife. That's a quotable right there. Oh, little kitty. Something went wrong. Oh, the video won't play. I thought that was like the title. Oh. Sister-in-law treated me like I didn't exist, and now I'm supposed to be okay with it. Honestly, I'm done pretending everything's fine. From the moment I got married, my sister-in-law has made it painfully clear that I wasn't welcome unless I did things her way. Great. She tried to dictate parts of my wedding, in which in her way she gave me the coldest silent treatment imaginable, as if I had wronged her by simply existing. Why isn't her family putting her in her place? Like, what the heck? Since then, she's acted like I'm invisible. Okay, I wouldn't want to talk to her anyways. Literally pretends I'm not in the room. Okay, I wouldn't want to talk to her anyways. Speaks to my husband, never to me. On rare occasions, she does talk to me. It's rude, dismissive, and controlling. It's like she can't handle not being the center of everything anymore. That's just... How old is this child? How old is she? What hurts even more is that... Why are you getting hurt by this person? Do not be hurt. I wouldn't be hurt. Like, seriously. I don't understand the instinct to be hurt by people who are crazy. What hurts even more is that when I finally spoke up and shared this with my husband, why weren't you speaking up before? Who actually had a talk with her, she outright dismissed everything and said that I was being dramatic and it was not a big deal. See, this is why you can't allow yourself to be hurt. This is why you should have been mentioning this to your husband as, like, laughing about it already. Because then he'll be like, yeah, why is my sister being weird? Like, if you feel like you're making an emotional big deal about something, then somebody can say, oh, wow, why is she making an emotional big deal about something? Like, stop letting things bother you. Oh, my gosh. You are allowing her to win. Now, she's using her usual tactics, calls my husband like I don't exist, ignores me completely, and I'm just supposed to swallow it. Yes. Smile? No. Play the sweet daughter-in-law while she walks all over me? No. Mock her. Laugh at her. Stop giving her power. I feel so stupid for even expecting basic decency from her. And yeah, I'll admit it. I want her to feel some of the discomfort she's caused me. I want her to know she can't just treat people like this and get away with it. How do you heal from something like this when the person you hurt doesn't even think they did anything wrong? How do I stop giving her space in my head without feeling like I'm letting her win? I'm tired and I'm angry, and honestly I just want peace, but not at the cost of being treated like I'm nothing. Okay. I bet all of the advice is going to be awful. I never expected such overwhelming support. Feels good to have some fresh perspectives. People who've undergone the same. I really appreciate the comments. Thank you so much. Much love. Stop attending family events she's at. Everybody else that doesn't call her behavior out or enabling her to keep the peace. Yes, but not attending is not the solution. Attend and mock her when she ignores you. Her mother, oh God, she's going through something and she plays the victim card, but everybody is going through something. We don't shout. We just don't meet very often now. Okay, so it's the whole freaking family. They're all dramatic and need attention. That means don't give it to them. Laugh at them. Mock them. I don't understand this whole having to take ridiculous people seriously. Okay. Yeah, see, now your relationship with your husband's going to be bad. Treat her how you would like to be treated. Let her husband know, your husband know how you would treat her, how you will treat her and how she treats you. Talk to the husband and others, but make no effort with her. OP says, whenever we talk about her, we end up fighting. Now that she has gaslit me, I told him I'll treat her the way she does to me in the future. He wants things to be okay. Okay, so there's a dynamic, obviously, in this family. Half the family is overly dramatic and wants attention. The other half family rug sweeps. They don't want to have to deal with everybody else, so they just ignore it. They allow them to be overly dramatic. This is a problem. You should have dealt with this dynamic before you got married. Should have, it sounds like your husband needs therapy and you need to be there. Period. He's like, I've talked to her. Now magically everything will be fine. Yeah, that's not how it works, bro. I still know she has an upper hand by saying these things aren't big and no need to discuss. Yeah, that's why you just make fun of her. To her face. I can give you suggestions. Oh my goodness. Moreover, he hasn't told me the entire story about the conversation that they've had, saying it's between him and her. I feel that isn't fair. This whole thing is going to blow up. It's ridiculous. She's got a problem with you. The mother is, quote, going through something. Guaranteed the something she's going through is that she also has a problem with you. You haven't done anything wrong. The husband is trying to rug sweep and make everybody happy. He's playing the middleman. Yeah. Excellent point. Next person. So your husband is a big part of the problem. I'm so sorry for that. What I did with my bee of a sister-in-law is I ignored her completely. There you go. Good solution. And when she did say something to me, it wasn't nice or controlling. I smiled and said I won't entertain her. Turned around and walked away. To my husband, I said I won't talk to her when she was rude, controlling, or not nice. If he has a problem with it, he needs to talk to her. Hope this helps a bit. OP says he just wants things to be okay. I've told him he can't control everybody's behavior, and now he has talked to her. His part is done. We end up fighting because of her. Worst fights, I tell you, now ignoring is the only thing I can do. But honestly, I wanted a happy family, but some people take advantage of you being nice. Again, maybe you should encourage your husband to go to therapy. Is this the same person? No, it's not. Oh. He needs to recognize her toxic behavior and actually grow a backbone and realize you're a team. He has realized this, at least that's what I think. That's why he talked to her on my insistence. You wouldn't have to insist if he's realizing it. But I don't know what conversation they've had. He says it's between them, but as much as he said, he confronted her firmly and said that it matters to him as well as that she treats me well. He's not into therapy. Okay. This is the other thing. I don't understand people who aren't into therapy. I know there was a stigma about it, with the older generations. The stigma is over. Everybody needs therapy. Therapy is not for people who have issues. Everybody needs therapy. Because therapy is basically like having a best friend who's been literally trained to help you figure out your issues so you can live a happier life. Who doesn't want that? Tell me. Tell me who doesn't need that. Everybody needs that. Stop with being ridiculous. This is why toxicity is allowed to exist. This is why people this wacko family dynamic continues. This is why this continues. I don't get it. Everyone, go to therapy. You'll love it. You'll love it. You get stuff off your chest. You just get to relax. You get to it's like a standing lunch date minus the glass of wine and this frisee salad. It's seriously fantastic. I don't know what people's problem is. Stop with the ridiculousness. Go to therapy. Enjoy it. And it's especially fun with a partner. My ex refused to go to therapy with me, but that's mostly because he came from, a family, New England, Italian-American therapy is for if you have, major problems, which, okay, I get it. If you're raised that way, you don't know that it's actually awesome. I mean, now that I think about it, my family hasn't gone to therapy either, but they don't have, any, majorly toxic traits, so they probably just never needed it. But we deal with people with toxic traits, even if you don't have toxic traits. So go to therapy. Everybody. It's awesome. I love it. All right. Yeah, say you have a husband problem. He's expecting you to deal with it because he's more comfortable just letting things ride as they are. The fact that he won't tell you about the conversation is a big red flag. Yes, it is. He is keeping secrets from his wife. If he prioritized his wife, if his wife is number one, then he would tell you what's going on. He would put his family second, and he would tell them to bug off and stop being ridiculous. All right. Anyways, that is. I'm gonna split this in two and do another one because here's the dealio. I don't want to stop doom scrolling, which is what doom scrolling is. But I also don't want to do like a 40-minute video. So get ready for part 2 with the sea lion. Look how cute the sea lion is. He is adorable. Aww, why does he need eye drops? Are his eyes okay? Okay. Alright, we'll start with a petty revenge. Goodbye. Hello!